Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Lorraine, for that very kind introduction. What a terrific day it's been. This is my 5th Catalyst Conference, and as always, it's been filled with new learnings and insights that will help me further improve my support for the advancement of women. As a member of the Catalyst Board of Directors, it is indeed an honor to serve as tonight's dinner chair. A time for us to celebrate the winners of the 2019 Catalyst Awards and applaud the tireless efforts by all of you, women and men, who are using your authority and influence to make the future at work one where every person is empowered, valued, and has an equal opportunity for success. As Lorraine said, this moment is historic. Each of us must catalyze the change needed to build the future at work, which won't come easy. But difficult is what creates the future. And I think that was a cue for the video.
The right thing for a Chevron girl is like she has to take care of all the housework and she has to take care of the parents.
अब अरूलाई भन्दा पनि उसलाई चाहिँ इन्ट्रेस्टिङ हुन्थ्यो हिमालमा चढ्नलाई अरू केटीहरू त्यति डराउँछ चढ्नु
She is the first Nepalese woman to climb Mont Blanc. उनले चाहिँ त्यसो भएदेखि म एभरेस्ट
विभिन्न देशको महिलाहरूले कति जनाले छोडिसक्यो 16 जनाले छोडिसक्यो तर हाम्रै देशको हिमाल हुँदा पनि हामी नेपाली दिदीबहिनीहरूले चढ्न नपाउँदा मलाई एकदम दुःख लागेको छ
तपाईलाई गाह्रो भएको छैन
मलाई तीन साल गाह्रो भएको छैन
Climbing Everest is a physical and mental marathon.
You could fall hundreds of feet to your death.
When women do venture into these realms that are predominantly occupied by men, they get a huge amount more scrutiny.
Je l'ai toujours vue femme avec les enfants. Donc c'était vraiment une femme d'intérieur.
She did what no one even thought about doing.
She was a rebel, just way ahead of her time.
Okay, that was a clip from a documentary film that has not yet been released. And it tells the remarkable story of the first woman from Nepal to climb Mount Everest. Pasang Alamos Sherpa literally gave her life to fulfill her dream. She conquered every obstacle in her way to summit the highest, toughest mountain on earth. It doesn't get any more difficult than that. Women like Pasang, like you, are rightfully pursuing greater representation in every area of life and at all levels of business, demanding that the barriers which keep women from realizing their full potential in our society, institutions, and workplaces must not only be fully acknowledged, but they must be broken down for good. Catalyst is a true change agent. They've been a driving force for the progress of women in business for the last 3 decades and an inspiration to all of us who are committed to advancing workplace gender equality. My company has partnered with Catalyst for more than 20 years, going back to a landmark study in 1999 on gender in the oil and gas industry, when 3 of my female colleagues who are here with us tonight and are now Chevron senior executives were moving into mid-level manager roles. Since then, Chevron has benefited greatly from Catalyst research, counsel, and programs that have guided our efforts to develop and advance women, both within our company and in the communities we touch around the world. And Chevron is just one of many companies represented in the room tonight who can seize this moment to strengthen our collective partnership with Catalyst and create more gender-inclusive cultures. It's an opportunity that millions of girls and women deserve. As today's leaders and those among us who aspire to leadership roles, we have a great responsibility to shape the world we live in for the better through our products, services, policies, investments that foster individual, societal, and economic progress. Just imagine how much more we could truly accomplish by fully reaping the rewards of a truly diverse and inclusive work environment in every company around the world. To fulfill the high expectations of our stakeholders, shareholders, and society, we must exhibit the courage and the resolve to take greater accountability for intentional, deliberate, and sustainable change that make workplaces work for women. Leader-led actions that equip young women with the educational skills and networking opportunities they need to begin their professional journeys, that match women early on in their careers with successful senior-level mentors, women and men who can guide their development. As the saying goes, it's hard to be it if you can't see it. And we must stand up for championing women at all stages of the promotion pipeline. Women must be seen, heard, respected, and sponsored, offered ongoing leadership and operational development opportunities, and given stretch assignments along the way with the flexibility they need to successfully balance all of their roles. And actively engaging men as allies in building more inclusive work environments and gender-diverse teams and influencing more equitable talent management. This is especially critical in an industry like mine, where men still make up nearly 2/3 of the workforce. Lorraine mentioned a few new initiatives Catalyst is undertaking in this area, and I'd like to call out one program in particular, Men Advocating Real Change, or MARC. MARC has had a profound impact at Chevron by enlisting men as active and visible champions and allies for gender inclusion. Our Women's Employee Network launched the MARC Teams strategy as one of its key global initiatives in late 2016. The first-year program was called Make Your Mark, with teams that started out as single-gender discussion groups. Essentially, these were lean-in circles for men, and then they evolved to include women. It created a safe place to begin having the conversations that had not been happening, for men to talk about behaviors, feelings, attitudes, and to listen to their female colleagues and learn what their experiences really were. In 2018, we launched a second-year pilot program, MARC in Action, which featured mixed gender, small team discussions, and an idea-generating workshop focused on putting MARC principles into action. We expect to have 17 active MARC chapters in 11 countries with around 3,000 members by the end of this year, with plans to launch 12 more over the next 2 years on 6 different continents. MARC pushes us to take tangible action by addressing the obstacles people face from unconscious bias. It helps us listen, learn, and look honestly at our individual actions to ensure we consistently strive to be inclusive and make changes for the better. And the conversation isn't confined just to MARC teams. On our Facebook at Work social platform, MARC participants share their ahas across the company, amplifying ways to identify and remove the behaviors standing in the way of progress for women and men who want to bring their best to work and create a more inclusive workplace. I want to thank the Chevron employees leading our MARC efforts. First of all, Kat Hoffman and Paula Dumond, leaders in our Chevron Women Employees Network. And Hugh Kinnett and Frank Casulo, who have been committed champions for MARC since its inception. We're proud to sponsor Catalyst's strategic expansion of men advocating real change around the world. And we look forward to an ongoing collaboration with all of you, leveraging the innovative ideas and outstanding programs underway in your organizations, like the award-winning initiatives we'll showcase just a little bit later this evening. The bold, meaningful progress we seek won't come easy. It takes courage to do what's difficult. but I know you do difficult every day. And as we say at Chevron, difficult is an invitation to be great. So thank you, Lorraine, and everyone in the Catalyst organization who motivates us to create a future at work that works for everyone. It's an honor to pay tribute to tonight's winners: Bank of America, Deutsche Post DHL Group, Eli Lilly and Company, and Schneider Electric, who each have done incredible things to accelerate women and inclusive cultures. I now invite you to enjoy dinner, and we'll be back with the awards just a little bit later. Thank you very much.